first lap out that you guys saw felt really good. I was actually pretty high up on the bank my first time around. Feels super awkward going from that like bank section down to the apron. And you'll see me get a little bit better on this next run. What FD ended up actually doing was modifying those zones to better suit how everyone's driving, which you'll see in the next clip. Last lap that I did, it started raining, we loosened up the car a bit. Trash lap, wasn't stoked about it, wasn't proud of it. Definitely feels like right now I am, to be transparent, like kind of feeling lost with the car. I can't put my finger on why it feels the way that it feels, and I struggle to put the car where I want it to and do what I need it to do. And going into the next practice session, I'm gonna make some pretty drastic changes. I've learned my lesson about making small changes and not really seeing a big difference. So we're gonna just focus on making the car easy to drive rather than trying to change a bunch of stuff to suit a certain track. Try to get a really good base setup. That way I can just drive the same setup at different tracks and know what to expect instead of every time I go out feeling like a completely different car. I am so happy it rained. I never thought I'd say that. I went from feeling like a monster truck playing a kid's playground to feeling good. Like, I don't know. I feel really good about my last practice laps in the rain. Now I'm going out for qualifying. I just got to do what I've been doing in practice and go have fun, and it's a great way to stay in shape. Let's do it.
See how he puts it down here. Initiating into that first outside zone. Good angle from him. Aggressive. Could be a little bit higher on that outside zone. You can see just on the bottom portion of that outside zone. As he rock and rolls his way into the second outside zone. That's exactly where he needs to be. Keeping the wheels spinning, creating some steam. A lot of water accumulation there, Ryan, going to that last outside zone. See him tapping the brakes, working it, massaging it, and finishing all the way through. Man, right on the razor's edge. Well done there by Adam LZ. 8 as LZ with a 94 takes the #1 spot, Ryan. So
#1, mother. Let's hope it lasts. I'm pumped. About going out for another qualifying run. I don't know if it'll hold as the #1 qualifying score. I hope it does, because if it does, that means I automatically go into the top 16 tomorrow, and that's going from how I was feeling in practice, like a bag of elephant trunks, to now, stoked. It just felt like, everything just felt super fluid. Honestly, I think it's because Colette's here. I can't think of any other reason why that happened like that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Now comes down into that second outside zone. White from Child, Shannon Motion, and open forward. Great weather, Ralph.
Oh, man.
87.
You know what that means. That's it, Playboy. That's it.
Rental's not starting this morning, of course.
Brand new car.
Yeah, this is my luck.
I told you it's
I have a theory. It's not starting. Can you pop the hood real quick? Can you wiggle? No. The third coil. Can you wiggle it?
No.
#3.
No, I'm not gonna get shocked.
No. Did you wiggle it?
Yeah.
perfect. I hate you so much. What? You're the worst, dude. What did I do? Go to the track.
All right, it's competition day. Going into practice, it's a short practice. Not a lot of us have gotten the 12 laps that we are always hoping to get in practice. So it's looking like we'll maybe get 2 in practice. Hopefully 1 lead, 1 chase. I wasn't feeling the best about my leads in the dry, but we made some setup changes that I never really got to test out. So hopefully the car's feeling better. I really haven't gotten to do any chasing in this track either. So we go in a competition, hopefully against Chelsea, and hopefully we'll be able to put on a good show. I got some revenge I need to get on that guy. First lap out, I definitely missed that outer zone 2 by a lot. I just felt like the car was a little bit loose on that side, but also my approach to it wasn't the best. So going into my next lap, I tried to make a change there. As a lead lap, that one felt a lot better, but still not super stoked because I don't have any practice chasing any car, but practice got cut short. There was a crash, they were short a tow truck. So unfortunately all I have is lead runs at this point, but I thought it was more important to dial in my lead run than it was to get a half chase run. So I figured out what I need to do, made a few small changes with the car, and then I'm just going to be able to follow Chelsea with pure confidence, do my lead run, and it should put me somewhere pretty good. We have data, his car is a little bit faster than mine, so there are a few areas I need to watch out for that he can pull a gap, but I know where those areas are, so I should hopefully be able to adjust and compensate. One of the things that I've noticed the most at this round compared to pretty much any track. Jersey was pretty crazy, but here there are so many of you guys that I've met that have been watching since like way back. Even some people that I had met like 10 years ago that we like took the same photos that we had taken in the past, and I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate it. I know that Erie is kind of one of those places that's, I don't want to say in the middle of nowhere, but it's cool because it's kind of been central to a lot of you guys that drove up from Pittsburgh or came down from Buffalo, from Ohio. And it's just really cool and makes me feel super appreciated knowing that you guys have been watching the videos for 5, some of you even 10 years, which is absurd. Just knowing that we've kind of gotten to grow up together and you guys have been able to see this journey, and it really amps me up. And I know last night that definitely contributed to my qualifying run. And you know, today going into battle against Chelsea, again, like of all the people that I could have all this pressure on me, not feeling the best about my lead run, but I'm gonna do the best I can. But the cool thing is, since I qualified higher, I get to do my lead run first, and then however hard he goes behind me is how hard I gotta go behind him. But fully prepared to push it into his door if I have to. Made a little setup change here and there, but I'm excited, chill, about to eat some good barbecue. These guys were super kind and they brought their whole setup to be cooking for the whole team, so I'm super appreciative of that. Time to eat.
So Ryan, what we actually have here is we are going to go over the Adam LZ Chelsea Nova recaps, because earlier today we did lose, LZ fans blowing up the internet, and this is what transpired. Adam LZ initiates with Chelsea Nova in tow. LZ initiates, you can see him, Chelsea Nova applying the pressure here. Now coming down in that transition, LZ, good transition. Chelsea Nova, he turns it up to 11. Now in that second outside zone, both of them doing a really good job. And now into that third outside zone, both of them going to the outside of that line and the course edge. Chelsea going a little bit deeper, but now is where things shake it up. is in the second run with Adam LZ in chase.
I would say the needle there was leaning towards Denofa, but not by a lot. And then you see LZ make that mistake. And as we said here to the live audience, you really can't do that against Chelsea Denofa. You give him an inch, he's going to take a foot. You give him a foot, he's going to take a mile. And that's pretty much what happens here. He does not look back, does not make a mistake, and that ends the day for Adam LZ.
Yeah, so that's what transpired earlier for all the LZ fans and, of course, Chelsea Denofa fans.
So my lead was actually probably one of my best ones that I've done in the dry, so I'm pumped about that. Had some weird bobbles that I wasn't too stoked about, but overall, from what I understand from the outside of the car, it wasn't as obvious. But on my chase, some weird stuff happened. It almost felt like I lost power steering for a second, or something weird happened. I need to watch the video back because I think I hit Chelsea on initiation and maybe that made something weird happen. I'm just stoked because I basically went into the wall and then didn't hit the wall. So it could have been much worse and I was able to kind of somewhat complete the lap, but I don't know. I definitely wanted to win, but I'm just happy I didn't on my legs and just what I was worried about. I'm gonna watch the video now. Alright, so watching back the footage, I'm gonna show you guys where everything kind of went wrong. On my run up 1, 2, 3, and then right here, I don't know what happened. Maybe this hand just got a little overzealous and kind of steered to the right, which made my car get upset. But watch what happens. Why is my wheel all the way full lock here? So maybe I'm counter steering a little bit, but this is basically full understeer right here. I don't know what happened there. Probably just me being dumb, but never even really manjied when I entered before. So not sure what happened there, and then from there I was just confused and disgruntled, and boom, surge on Chelsea way too hard. Look at I put your damn hand on the wheel, Adam, stupid idiot. And then look, I hit the wall and somehow didn't hit the wall and recovered, so that was cool. But overall, bummed, weird mistake. Unfortunately, I wish I had more tandem practice, and maybe I would have done that in practice and figured out how to not do it in battle, but I thought I was going to have a little bit more time in practice to get a tandem run in, and then it got kind of cut short, so unfortunately I had some leads and that was it, and I did my best and unfortunately overcooked it.
Sorry, guys.
Man, it's been a long night. I can't thank you guys enough that came out here. It is really eye-opening. I know I said it before earlier in the video, with the amount of people that have come out that have been watching the videos for so long. Even though so many people say the same thing, that they've been watching since the webisodes, they've been watching since I was riding bikes, since I got my first S13, it's still every single time means so much that you guys have stuck around and are still here for a part of this journey. I wanted to give you guys a quick kind of update on what our plan is going into the next round. I know I mentioned that we are fighting front grip a little bit on the car. The problem, basically, we were told multiple times by multiple people that a 255 in the front isn't enough. However, the way that my intrusion bars are in the car, we just don't have clearance for a bigger tire up front or hit, and we have rubbing issues. So rather than putting the bigger turbo on and making more power for Seattle, which originally was my priority, we are going to switch gears and change focus to re-welding the intrusion bars, cutting them out, bashing the actual fender well in, and trying to fit a bigger tire up front. There's definitely some issues on the driver's side, but I think what was really illustrated to me by how easy the car was to control in the rain versus the dry was how much having a front end that has feedback helps. There are just many times watching the clip back where as I add the grip that I need in the rear, the front becomes numb and I can't really control what the rear does midway through a corner or make adjustments that I need to make. So hopefully bumping up to a 275 will fix that. 315 NT555 G2 is just an insane tire and has so much traction that I gotta put a bigger tire up front like everyone told me to do in the beginning. So as soon as the rig gets back with the car, that's going to be the next step. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm so appreciative of your guys' support. Still super proud of getting that #1 qualifying spot. It's a big deal in Pro 1 and it means a lot to me. And every round we're learning more, dialing the car more, and I'm stoked to battle in Seattle that run. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.